Hey guys, Mika here. Mr. Chuck Moore of the Bettah Custom Ukulele has built my very own dream ukulele. I wish this was mine, but unfortunately it's not. But all of the specs, what it looks like, what it sounds like, this is literally, if I were to go, if I got Chuck's contact and I would email him or call him, I would be like, hey, I want a custom from you. I mean, it would literally pretty much look like this. It has some ridiculous, nice curly koa, green purfling, Palo abalone shell. Um, let's just get right into it. It's a Chuck Moore. I'm sure you guys know the Chuck Moore Bettah ukuleles and how coveted and how amazing all of us musicians think they are, from playability to the looks to the sound. I mean, everything. It just checks all the boxes. So this one in particular has extremely gorgeous curly koa. This is my kind of curly koa here on the front, back, and sides. I mean, oh my gosh, it's beautifully book matched. There's just so much details going on in this set of curly koa with the kind of darker wood here in the middle. There's so much nice curly lines going on, nice orange colors going on over here. I mean, there's just so much big fat curls running across the whole entire backside of the instrument. Nice big curls, like kind of claw-like curls here on the side of the instrument, even on this side with the nice side port, even with the green around here and the ebony binding around the side port. And then coming back to the front, I mean, again, this is just ridiculous curly koa. Everyone has their preference on like what's the nicest curly koa, or what type of curly koa, what color scheme, the binding, or sorry, not the binding, but the curls and the grain patterns. Everyone has their kind of favorite, their cup of tea. This is my cup of tea. This is really outstanding. Again, you can see the orange over here, nice black lines, big curls in the wood, nice dark streaks here in the middle. Just really pops. It's just really eye-catching and really beautiful. But what I especially love about this Chuck Moore is that not only does it have nice Palo abalone shell around the outside of the instrument, and a nice big old Palo abalone shell here around the rosette, it's accented with my favorite color, green. Almost looks like emerald green, and you can find it pretty much all over this instrument. I love it. Put it everywhere. That's what I would tell Chuck. Put it everywhere. So it's around the body here. It's around the rosette over here. It's on the sides alongside the black ebony binding on the top and the back. It's here around the back of the instrument as well. It's here on the heel cap of the instrument. It's on the side here on the binding of the fretboard. Even right here alongside the fret markers, or right underneath the fret markers. It's on top of the fretboard itself, wrapped around the perimeter of the fretboard. It's even wrapped around the headstock, and even on the inside. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, but it's even on the inside. There's green literally everywhere on this instrument, and I absolutely love it because it's a nice green, and again, green's my favorite color. And then Chuck even went ahead and put that nice Palo abalone shell around the headstock. And Chuck also has quite a few different kind of logos on the headstock. He has the wave headstock. He has this palm tree headstock. Sometimes he has a hula girl on the headstock. There's just a lot of different variations that Chuck goes and puts on his instrument. But this one is the palm tree variation. It looks like stained wood here on the top, and then that curly koa as the tree trunk itself. Nice gold and black Rubner tuners, very classy look here. And then you can see the design etched here on the side as well, in between the tuners. So like I say with Chuck Moore instruments, or more Bettah instruments, that's not super decked out with, because Chuck is known for making some of the most beautiful inlays on custom ukuleles. This one is what I call like a musician grade instrument, because it's pretty much what I just said for the past 5 minutes. It's so beautiful, but it's not super distracting in terms of there's a waterfall, or there's like a story to be told here on the headstock and the fretboard. It's just a nice, clean, straight to the point instrument for a musician like me. Just your fret markers, so I know where I'm going, and a nice headstock with just enough bling with the Palo abalone shell and the green, but not too much where it's distracting and I want to like stare at the headstock while I'm playing my instrument. So this instrument is fantastic. It's beautiful all the way up to the point to where it's not distracting. But of course, I don't mind just staring at it too at the same time. But when I'm playing it and I'm looking at my instrument and I'm going ahead and playing, it's not distracting. It's just very straight to the point. So absolutely phenomenal job in the craftsmanship of Chuck's instruments and just the looks. Again, this is literally pretty much like my dream instrument. If I were to ever probably would never happen because I just wouldn't be able to, get my hands on one. But I'm very glad I'm able to share it with you folks and be able to share my thoughts on this stunning instrument. So yeah, it's amazing. And when I go into the sound, Chuck's sound literally embodies that Hawaiian sound, that traditional Hawaiian sound, especially when he uses koa as his tonal wood on his front, back, and sides. He just knows how to capture that really mid-rangey sound, which is what I like to associate with, one, koa wood, and two, Hawaiian music. When you couple it with like a low G string, you can get more of those low-end responses, kind of very commonly found in Hawaiian music. But because this is a high G strung instrument, it just really exudes that nice mid-range. It just sings, but it's so sweet, it's so pleasing. So sweet to the ears. I mean, just listen. Oh my gosh, the sustain. I love how the C is very flat in terms of the sound. It's not boomy, it doesn't jump out over the other strings. This is the lowest pitch string, so sometimes it could get either muddy, it can get boomy in terms of like how thick the sound is. It can sometimes overpower the other strings, but it's very balanced within the sound. Just plays so like, oh my gosh. And the A string is so clean. For me, as a classically trained player, I need to make sure, for me and my sound, that I like to think that sounds really good. You want really clean sounding highs. Because when I'm trying to do an instrumental and I'm trying to go ahead and bring the melody out, I want to really make sure that melody really comes out at the forefront of the sound, of the wall of sound that's coming out. But yeah, Chuck's instruments, or more Bettah instruments, are just so much, just the sustain, the tone, the warmth. And again, with koa, you're gonna hover around in the mid-range. If you have a sound spectrum with this side being your spruce, your sparkly highs, and this side being your rosewoods or your ebonies and stuff like that. Koa is just right in the middle, and when you get a lot of that tone kind of sound from the middle, you get a lot of sweetness, a lot of just nice sounds that just blend and mesh really well together. And Chuck's instruments, or more Bettahs, are just some of the best instruments you can get that really accentuates that tonal property. That's how sweet that is. Oh my gosh. So let's go ahead and get into the sounds up. I have a few ideas of what I want to play on this. This is wonderful. All right, here we go. Here's a classic. Beautiful. Lost my voice. It's beautiful. Love it. Such a treat to play, man. I love Chuck Morris. All right, here's what this instrument will sound like with some strumming. I want to have a little fun, and I'll do a more simple one.